The Dutch politician Geert Wilders' first speaking engagement in Australia has had a rough start, with protesters trying to stop the event from going ahead. About 200 demonstrators who opposed Mr Wilders' views clashed with police as they tried to stop people from entering the venue on Melbourne's northern outskirts. Security inside the function centre was tight for the controversial figure who preaches a strict line against the spread of Islam in the West. Hamish Fitzsimmons reports.
Islamic associations chose to ignore this Geert Wilders engagement, but these people didn't. Those trying to get inside the function centre faced a wall of angry faces.
What are you doing? With the democratic society, we're allowed to go in there. You have vindicated. No, he wants to tell what is happening in the Netherlands.
The Q Society, which organised Mr Wilders' tour, has had trouble getting venues. Owners fearing scenes like this would erupt at their properties.
As people tried to get into the meeting earlier on, there was pushing, shoving and punches were thrown. There's a big police presence here, but there's an equally big number of protesters. People are getting access to the meeting now, but more people are arriving here all the time who desperately want to stop this meeting from going ahead.
We do not want this to be an issue of confrontation, and we ask you to accept the rights of all the other members of the community. If you do not move aside, we will be using force.
Organisers of the protest say they didn't come looking for trouble.
We were just standing there while actually a number of people were charging at us, hurting us. There are actually people in here with bloody noses, and these are all the demonstrators who are actually just peacefully trying to raise awareness to the fact that we oppose Islamophobia and all the things that Geert Wilders and the people who come to Geert Wilders' event preach.
Once people got inside, the event's organisers blamed political correctness for the trouble outside, not Mr Wilders' controversial views on Islam.
I think it's very sad that we've got to this stage with the cloak of political correctness that's descended on this land, that it's hard for an organisation like this, a group of volunteers, to get places where we can freely speak and discuss something that concerns the future of this country.
The leader of the Dutch Freedom Party took the stage and told an enthusiastic audience large-scale immigration by Muslims threatened the fabric of Australian life.
Also here to warn Australia about the true nature of Islam. It's not just a religion, as so many people mistakenly think. It's primarily a dangerous and totalitarian ideology. And I'm also here to warn you what is happening in my native country, the Netherlands, that might soon happen in Australia too, if you fail to be vigilant.
Mr Wilders will press on to other speaking engagements across Australia, and no doubt more protests.
Talk some pamphlets.
Hamish Fitzsimmons, Lateline.